Funding Review 2.0 proposes a new mechanism for allocating funding to local authorities from April 2026. I want to reassure Londoners that I'll continue to work closely with London councils and others to make the case for London getting a fairer funding deal as part of this process. London is a global economic powerhouse, the engine of the UK economy, accounting for around 25% of total GDP and a beacon for innovation and inclusion. Any such funding settlement needs to reflect this and maximise our economic potential. With the right level of investment and support, we can utilise London's potential to deliver national growth and increase the £44 billion surplus we generate for the Treasury, which will see subsequent investment in the public service across the country. I welcome the government's acknowledgement of the GLA Group's unique arrangements and the willingness to reach a bespoke settlement that meets London's funding needs. I also welcome the government's commitment to deliver a multi-year settlement for at least 3 years to provide funding certainty for local authorities, something that the previous government had failed to do for almost a decade. This includes prioritising housing. We're working tirelessly to tackle the housing crisis and to deliver more of the affordable homes Londoners desperately need. We know that high rents and lack of affordable homes are pushing Londoners into poverty, so it's vital that any changes to council funding ensure housing costs are properly accounted for when measuring deprivation. The GLA response to the consultation made clear that any final settlement must account for the true cost and demand of temporary accommodation in London, and must also reflect the disproportionately high housing and living costs faced by Londoners. We wait, finally, the government's decisions on the fair funding for review, and I'll continue to work in partnership with the government and London boroughs to ensure that we can continue to build a fairer, greener, safer London for everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yes, London Councils is projecting that London's local authorities will be just shy of £750 million worse off under the Labour government's proposed changes. Could I just clarify, in your statement, the answer to the question, are you expecting to lose money from your budget as well, or do you believe that your budget will be ring-fenced and protected?
So the business rates reset would mean we lose money, and we're speaking to the government about transitional arrangements in the interim between the announcement and the reset taking place.
How much are you expecting to lose as a result of
we've got the figure. We know what the figure is. I'm happy to share it with the member.
If you could write
offline.
to me with it. Could you give an assurance that you'll commit to not putting up your mayoral precept to help cover any shortfall in funding from central government?
I can't set up my budget now, but I mean, the member knows the timelines in relation to budget setting and stuff, but I can't.
Thank you. And in terms of the shortfall, what would this mean for the Metropolitan Police Service, who are already under critical funding pressures, which you admit yourself? Will this have an impact on them?
So, because of the 14 years of austerity and what I inherited, not just the Met Police Service, Transport for London. Sorry, the colleagues are calling cuts in police boring.
Just your response.
Yeah.
Members, if we can just have some hush.
If we could pause the clock, thank you.
Yeah. We'll sort that time out. Sure. Carry on, Mayor.
So because of the cuts from the central government over the last 14 years, we've had to backfill not just the Met Police Service, the Fire Brigade and Transport for London. And his question is right. We've used business rates growth on some of that stuff, and so one of the points we've made to the government is what any reset can't do is have a loss in those 3 areas in particular, and that's one of the reasons why we've managed to negotiate the transitional arrangements I talked about.
Thank you.
Chair. My question to the Mayor relates to the proposed reforms
Sadiq Khan, the Mayor of London, has made some powerful opponents.
He doesn't know me, never met me, doesn't know what I'm all about. I think they're very rude statements, and frankly, tell him I will remember those statements.
My message to Donald Trump and his team is that your views of Islam are ignorant.
Rising costs linked to
He's the first Muslim mayor of a major Western capital and proud of it. This is how Sadiq Khan went from the son of Pakistani immigrants to a lawyer, lawmaker, and now the Mayor of London.
London contributes enormously to the national economy and remains one of the biggest drivers of growth
Khan's
in the
parents
United
emigrated
Kingdom.
from Pakistan.
However,
His father was a bus driver, his mother a stay-at-home seamstress.
Reflect the unique challenges faced
The
by
10-strong Khan
capital,
family squeezed into a
particularly the
3-bedroom
exceptionally
flat
high
in South
housing and
London.
living costs.
He wanted to be a dentist, but TV in the 1980s convinced him otherwise.
Funding formula,
Objection!
LA law with its swagger and ill-fitting suits caught Khan's eye. He graduated in 1991 with a degree in law from North London University and joined a human rights firm. Khan worked a number of high-profile cases, often clashing with London's Metropolitan Police Force.
Furthermore,
But he had bigger political ambitions.
This is what being a new MP is like, squatting on a bench in the absence of an office, dealing with letters from constituents.
For the whole country. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.